Hi students, let's start. Let's start quadratic equation, problem number 1. So quadratic equation, they might ask one question. So the number of values of k for which this is a perfect square. Perfect square only possible when both have common roots. Both roots common. Then only it is possible. Have equal roots. Have equal roots. So using this concept of equal roots, we just find the ratio x square minus k minus 2x plus k square equal to 0, x square plus kx plus 2k minus 1 equal to 0. Comparing the coefficients, what we get? 1 by 1 equal to minus times of k minus 2 divided by k is equal to k square by 2k minus 1. K square by 2k minus 1. So, while solving, we get k equal to 1. So delta 1 equal to 0, delta 2 is equal to 0. So k equal to 1 option is correct. Okay, I repeat once again. The number of values of k for which this is a perfect square. So both the roots have equal roots and delta 1 is equal to delta 2. Then only perfect square is possible. Otherwise perfect square is not possible. So comparing both the ratios, we get k equal to 1. So option A is correct. Example 2. Number of real solutions of this equation. This type of question normally asks, this is an exponential function, this is a quadratic function. So a is less than minus 1. So when this type of given is, in objective purposes, take a equal to minus 2. So quadratic equation becomes minus 2x square plus x minus 3. So whenever you draw this one, minus 2x square plus x minus 3, if you observe very carefully, what is the discriminant is coming? This is the quadratic equation given. Discriminant delta is equal to 1 minus 3 2s are 6, 6 4s are 24, minus 24 less than 0. So obviously, graph of this curve will be down. So concave down and no real roots. If you observe this left hand side, this is nothing but e to the power e is a positive value, pi to the power is positive value, this total value is positive. This is pi to the power pi and this is x to the power x. So e is 2.12 and this is pi is 3.14 and it is like it's a fraction. E to the power e by pi to the power pi always lies between 0 and 1. So graph will be like this, always positive. So it won't intersect at all. So no solutions. This is always a positive quantity, but here it is always a negative. There is no intersection at all. Example 3. So option D is correct, no solutions. If the two roots of this equation are real and distinct, then set of values of a. If we observe this one, the factors of this will be x square plus x plus 1 into x square minus x plus 1. So throughout, what will be the common? Common will be x square, x plus 1 is common. So if you simplify it, so we get ax square plus x plus a. Final result, you will get this one. If you simplify it, if you take x square plus x plus common, whatever is left over, you will get ax square plus x plus a equal to 0. Now, this is a quadratic equation. Delta is greater than 0. So we get 1 minus 4a square is greater than 0. Or 4a square minus 1 less than 0. Or a square minus 1 by 4 less than 0. From this, we get a lies between minus 1 by 2 to plus 1 by 2. A lies between minus 1 by 2 to plus 1 by 2. But here most important is a is not equal to 0. A is not equal to 0. So final answer will be minus 1 by 2 to 0 open interval union 0 to 1 by 2, where a is not equal to 0. Now, so option B is correct. Example 4. 2 plus 3 is one of the root. Then the real root. See, if 2 plus 3i is one root, name it as alpha. Other root beta must be 2 minus 3i. So alpha plus beta plus gamma will give you how much? 4 plus gamma. Similarly, product of roots alpha, beta, gamma. So 4 plus gamma is equal to how much? Sum of roots is equal to 9 by 2. Now, next we take product of roots. Product of roots is nothing but minus plus minus. So you'll get 13 by 2. So alpha into beta, 2 plus 3 into 2 minus 3 I will give you 4 minus 4 plus 9. 4 plus 9 is 13. 13 gamma equal to 13 by 2. So we get gamma equal to 1 by 2. Option C is correct. So option C is correct. So option C. Example 5. If sum of roots of equation, actually there are two quadratic equations will come. One is x square plus 2x minus 3 minus 4 whenever 2x minus 3 is greater than 0. Other case will be x square minus 2x plus 3 minus 4 equal to 0 when 2x minus 3 less than 0. From this we get x square plus 2x minus 7 equal to 0. In this case we get x square minus 2x minus 1 equal to 0. So two quadratic equations we get. So x square plus 2x minus 7, please write down, then we'll move further. Now, if we take the first equation, x square plus 2x minus 7 equal to 0, x equal to minus 2 plus minus under root of 4 plus 7 4 is 28 by 2. So x must be greater than 3 by 2. So we take minus 2 plus, this will give you root 32 by 2. Or we can write minus 1 plus 4 will be cancelled. 8 4s are 30, 16, 2s are 32. We'll get 16 means 4 means 2 root 2. This is one root. So because x must be greater than 3 by 2. Other one is x square minus 2x minus 1, x square minus 2x minus 1 equal to 0, x equal to minus plus 2 plus or minus under root of 4 plus 4 by 2. So here we have to take 2 minus 8 is 2 root 2 by 2. We take 1 minus root 2. So this is, we say alpha 1, this is alpha 2. So if we add these roots, alpha 1 plus alpha 2, we get root 2. Root 2 is the correct answer. This generally students do mistake in this problem. Let's check our answer is correct. C, option root 2 is correct. So whenever mod is given, you have to break into two parts. Two quadratic equations will come. This is example 5. Example 6. Alpha, beta are the roots of equation. For some value alpha square plus beta is equal to 66, then alpha cube plus beta cube. So first of all, we will calculate alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta is nothing but 4 root 2k. And alpha beta is equal to, this is nothing but 2. 4 will go inside, 2k to the power 4 minus 1. 2k to the power 4 minus 1 is alpha beta. Now alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta is equal to 66 they gave. So alpha plus beta whole square will give you 16. 16, 4 4s are 16, 16 2s, 32. 32k square minus 2 alpha beta. 2 alpha beta means 4k to the power 4 plus 2 equal to 66. So we got a fourth degree equation. So fourth degree equation what we got is 4k to the power 4 minus 32k square. 2 will go that side, will give you plus 64 equal to 0. We can remove 4, k to the power 4 minus 8k square plus 16 4 64 equal to 0. So k equal to 2 satisfies. 2 to the power 4 will give you 16. 16 plus 16 is 32. So k equal to 2 satisfies. Plus or minus 2. So k equal to plus or minus 2 satisfies. So alpha cube plus beta cube is equal to alpha plus beta whole cube minus 3 alpha beta into alpha plus beta. So if we substitute the values, we get 280 root 2 because already we know the value of alpha plus beta. K value you know, it means alpha beta is known. K value got 2. It means alpha plus beta is equal to 8 root 2. And alpha beta also you know. So K equal to 2. 2 to the power 4. 2 to the power 4 is 16. 16 to 32. 32 minus 1 is 31. Substitute these values, we get 280 root 2. Example 6, answer is option A. Example 7, alpha beta roots of equation, beautiful problem, a n alpha to the power n minus beta to the power n given the value of a10. a10 means alpha to the power 10 minus beta to the power 10 minus 2 alpha to the power 8 minus 2 beta to the power 8 divided by 2 alpha to the power 9 minus beta to the power 9. Next step. If I take alpha to the power 8 common, we get alpha square minus 2 minus times beta to the power 8 common, beta square minus 2 divided by 2 times alpha to the power 9 beta to the power 9. If you observe here, alpha square minus 2 is equal to 6 alpha. That we substitute here. If we substitute here, please write down. In place of alpha square minus 2, we write 6 alpha. Here we write 6 beta. Similarly, beta square minus 2 is equal to 6 beta. If we write these values, what we get is alpha to the power 8 and it is equal to 6 alpha. 6 into alpha minus 6 beta to the power 8 into beta divided by 2 alpha to the power 9 beta to the power 9. So we get 6 by 2, answer equal to 3. Example 7, what's the answer? Answer is 3, correct. Example 8, A belongs to real numbers, x minus greatest integer of x. We take it as a t. So t lies between 0 and 1, fractional part. So if I take this one, this becomes a square is equal to 3t square plus 2t. A square is equal to 3t square plus 2t. So, it is always positive. 3t square plus 2t. T square is a fraction. T is also a fraction. So, it clearly indicates that a square will lie between 0 and 1. A square will always lies between 0 and 1. So option A is correct. Option A is correct. Example 9. One root of this equation is double the other root. It means alpha plus 2 alpha equal to 3a. So we get 3 alpha equal to 3a. So alpha equal to a. Now alpha into 2 alpha equal to f of a. So alpha is a. So 2a square equal to f of a. So f of 2 will be 2 into 2 square, which is equal to 8. A simple question. Option C is correct. 8. Example 10. Quadratic equation having the roots this one. So we know x square minus x into sum of roots plus product of roots equal to 0. So what are the roots given? Alpha is given as root a by a plus root a minus b. We can rationalize root a minus under root of a minus b. So what this becomes? A square minus a plus b, if we rationalize it. Other root beta, beta will give you root a plus under root of a minus b. Denominator will be same as a square minus a plus b. Now sum of roots and product of roots, you do it. So you get bx square minus 2ax plus a. Option A will come. This much of algebra you can do. You know alpha, you know beta. Substitute in x square minus x into alpha plus beta and product of roots, automatically get answer. Simple numerical problem. Option A is correct. Now, x1, x2 be the roots of equation, the value. It's a very interesting problem again. So we can write this as 1 by ax1 plus b whole square plus 1 by ax2 plus b whole square plus. So from this what we get is, if we analyze very carefully, in the quadratic equation, x1 if you take common, you get ax1 plus b plus c equal to 0. So what is ax1? ax1 plus b equal to minus c by x1, or 1 by ax1 plus b is equal to x1 by c with minus sign. So this value will give you how much? x1 square plus x2 square by c square. So this is again can be written as x1 plus x2 whole square minus 2x1 x2, 2x1 x2 by c square. So sum of roots x1 plus x2 whole square minus 2x1 x2. So automatically option A will be correct. So b square minus 2ac by a square c square will come. x1 plus x2 we know. Sum of roots is equal to minus b by a, and product of roots is equal to c by a. Using that result, we get b square minus 2ac by a square c square. Example 12. Option A is correct. If sum of roots of equation is equal to sum of squares of its reciprocal, given alpha plus beta equal to 1 by alpha square 1 by beta square. So if we substitute the values, we get minus b by a equal to minus b by a is equal to b square minus 2ac by c square. So if we cross multiply and rearrange, we get ca square equal to ab square plus bc square by 2. So there is incomplete question. The sum of roots of equation is equal to sum of squares of the equation. Then they have forgot to write the expression bc square ca square and ab square will be what? So what we find is bc square plus ca square plus a square will be in AP. Typographical error. The sum of roots of equation equal to sum of squares of reciprocal, then bc square comma ca square comma ab square, that is not printed, are in AP. So they are in AP. Question number 13. C and D are the roots of equation. Then roots of equation. Very interesting problem. So if C and D are the roots of equation means x minus a, x minus b minus k is same as x minus c into x minus d. Because when C and D are roots, we can write a quadratic equation like this. So x minus c into x minus d plus k equal to x minus a into x minus b. It means this quadratic equation have roots a and b. Obviously, simple tricky problem. Rather than solving further, just write x minus a into x minus b minus k equal to x minus c x minus d, because these are the roots. So d will go, k will go that side. X minus c into x minus d plus k equal to x minus c into x minus b. This implies the roots of this equation, roots of equation b, a comma b. So option A is correct. Example 14. ABC belongs to real numbers. Ax square plus bx plus c and x square plus 2x plus n have common root. As it is objective, ax square bx plus c equal to 0. X square plus 2x plus 9 equal to 0. Common root means simple. A is to B is to C. Directly we can write it as 1 is to 2 is to 9. Without any second thought, we can write 1 is to 2 is to 9. Option C is correct. Option C is correct. Example 5. If one root is 6 times of other, means alpha plus 6 alpha equal to 14. We get alpha equal to 2. Now, by P. Alpha by P. So we get alpha equal to 2P. Because minus B by A. Sum of roots, 14 by P, Sum of roots is 14 by P. Sorry for inconvenience. So this will give you how much? 7 will cancel 2 by P. So alpha is equal to 2 by P, we'll get it. So this is minus B by A, 14 by P equal to alpha plus 6 alpha. So 7 alpha equal to 14 by P. So alpha equal to 2 by P. Perfect. Now, what is the product of roots? Alpha into 6 alpha equal to 8 by P. So alpha is already we have calculated. So alpha is nothing but 2 by P. So 6 into 4 by P square is equal to 8 by P. So P will cancel. So 8 will cancel. So you get P equal to 3. This implies P equal to 3. Normally JEE means this is the level they ask. They never ask a tough question. Sum of roots, product of roots concept. Okay, and whenever it is an imaginary roots are given A plus IB, imaginary roots occur always in pair. And suppose it is surd, surd also always occur in pair. So if one root is A plus IB, obviously other root will be A minus IB. This is alpha, this is beta. Similarly, if one root is A plus 2 root B, obviously other root will be A minus 2 root B. Known. Another thing is that suppose the question asks in such a way, mod x is equal to sin x. Find number of roots. You always have to draw the graph for it. So this is the mod x graph and this will be the sin x graph. So generally students do mistake. There are two common points. There are two possibilities are there. Similarly, you might have come across tan x is equal to x. Same way, we draw the tan x graph. This is a tan x graph. Next it will start like this. This is a tan x graph. They will give you interval. If this is tan x graph, this is y is equal to x graph. So this is first quadrant, the second quadrant, third quadrant it will intersect. Further it will be there, depend upon what's the interval they given. Another point they are intersecting at 0. Because so whenever these type of questions are given, you draw the graph of tan x, you draw the graph of x and see where they are intersecting. So it is in one intersection point is 0, other intersection point will lie between this is 0, this is pi by 2, this is pi, and this is 3 pi by 2. Another point of intersection will give you between the interval 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. This is 0, this is pi by 2, and this is pi, this is 3 pi by 2. Lies between pi and 3 pi by 2. Another important factor, suppose the quadratic equation is given to you like this. What we observe? Ax square plus bx plus c equal to y. Suppose one root is negative, another root is positive, and a is positive, upper parabola, then what happens? So f of 0 is equal to c you got. So this 0. So c will always be less than 0. Whenever a is greater than 0, c is less than 0, roots will be in opposite sign. Roots will be opposite sign. Opposite sign. Please remember this. SIGN sign. Now, if both roots are same sign, what happens is a is greater than 0, c is greater than 0. Both roots of same sign. Suppose I take this case. In this case also, a is greater than 0, c is greater than 0. It's a very important point. Commonly they ask when this is point number 1 and this is point number 2. If any root lie between, suppose I write like this. So this is some value a1 and this is some value a2. So this is alpha. So when this case comes, f of a1 into f of a2 is less than 0, then alpha lies between a1 and a2. So this is again an important point. Any roots lies between a1 and a2 means, so f of a1 into f of a2 is equal to less than 0. F I wrote, this can also be written as f of x. So these are the 3. Point number 1, this is point number 2, and this is point number 3, and this is point number 4. These were not discussed in the synopsis. Obviously, we got the same answer. See, one more was left over. When any graph is like this, a is less than 0, c is greater than 0, discriminant b square minus 4ac less than 0 means imaginary roots. Same case, other imaginary roots. This one, a is greater than 0, c is greater than 0, and b square minus 4ac is less than 0. So imaginary roots. Almost all points are covered in quadratic equation. This much is sufficient. Please do all old questions also. Easily you can approach when you are thorough with the synopsis and this set of problems. Hi, my dear students. Let's start binomial theorem. Definitely one problem comes in JEE mains. Sometimes they miss also. But in most of the cases, they ask a very simple question. Let us start. So if the sum of the coefficients of this expansion is 128, then the greatest coefficient of 1 plus x to the power n. So sum of coefficients. So in this case, what we do is put x equal to 1, y equal to 1, z equal to 1. So what we get? We get 1 minus 2 plus 3 to the power n, which is equal to 2 to the power n, which is 128. So we get n equal to 7. N equal to 7. So greatest coefficient of 1 plus x to the power 7. Obviously it will be middle term 7c3. There are 8 terms are there, either 7c3 or 7c4. Both are same. So number of terms will be 8. So therefore n minus 1 by 2 or n plus 1 by 2. I'll write in the bracket nc n minus 1 by 2 or nc n plus 1 by 2. So n is 7, 7 minus 1 is 6, 6 by 2 is 3, or 7 plus 1 is 8, 8 by 2 is 4. So nc3 or nc4, which is equal to 35. I hope you understood. Simple question. Two to the 1, 128. This will give you NC3 or NC4. So greatest coefficient is always NCn minus 1 by 2 or NCn plus 1 by 2 whenever n is odd. When n is odd. If it is even, it will be n by 2. So option B, 35 is correct. So A1, A2, A3, A4 are 4 consecutive binomial coefficients of the expansion 1 plus x to the power respectively. So in this case, you can take a small example. 1 plus x to the power 3 you take. So what happens here? 1 plus 3x plus 3x square plus 1. So x cube you can say, x cube into 1. So A1 equal to 1, A2 equal to 3, A3 equal to 3 and A4 equal to 1. So if we substitute here, we get 1 by 1 plus 3, A2 is 3, 3 by A2 plus A3, A2 plus A3 will give you 6 and A3 is 3, A3 plus A4 will give you 4. So what we are getting? 1 by 4, 1 by 2, 3 by 4. So it obviously forms an AP series. So in these type of examples, you can take an example and show it. Okay, so any example you can take, it clearly shows this is an AP series. So option D is correct. So option D is correct. Example 3. A1, A2 are the coefficients of x to the power in the expansion 1 plus x to the power 2n and 1 plus x to the power 2n minus respectively the relation. Simple question. So in 1 plus x to the power 2n, the coefficient is 2n Cn. If it is 1 plus x to the power 2n minus 1, coefficient is 2n C 2n, 2n C 2n minus 1. This is n minus 1. This will be n minus 1. So, why? Because this is odd number of terms. When odd means number of terms will be even. Number of terms will be even. This is odd number. So, number of terms will be even. 2n minus 1 minus 1 by 2 will give you n minus 1. So, if we divide this, A1 is 2n Cn and A2 is 2n C n minus 1. So we got this one. So A1 by A2, now we will calculate A1 by A2. A1 we got 2n Cn, A2 we got 2n C n minus 1. So from this we get it, A1 is equal to 2A2. The simple one, you all know, 2n factorial divided by n factorial into n factorial, and this will give you n minus 1 factorial, 2n minus n, this 2n minus n plus 1 will give you n plus 1 factorial, divided by, you get 2n factorial. So these two will cancel. So we get, this can be written as n into n minus 1 factorial into n minus 1 factorial, and this will give you n minus 1 factorial into n plus 1 factorial. So n minus 1 factorial will cancel, and this will be n plus 1 into n minus 1 factorial divided by n into n minus 1 factorial. So it is 2n minus 1. So 2n into 2n minus 1. This is 2n minus 1 n. Sorry, I have written little wrong. So 2n minus 1 C n minus 1. So A2 will be 2n minus 1. We have to find the coefficient of x to the power n. So sorry, it will be 2n minus 1 Cn will come. So this will cancel. I write once again. I'll write it once again. This is 2n Cn by 2n minus 1 Cn. 2n minus 1 Cn. So why? I'll explain you here. 1 plus x to the power 2n minus 1. You want x to the power n coefficient. So what happens? This one 2n minus 1 Cr, x to the power n minus r means 2n minus 1 n minus r. So 2n minus 1 minus r is equal to n. So we get n equal to r plus 1 or r equal to n minus 1. R equal to n minus 1. So we get the coefficient as 2n minus 1 C n minus 1. So 2n minus 1 C n minus 1 will come. So this will give you 2n minus 1 factorial divided by n minus 1 factorial into n factorial. If we substitute, we get A1 is equal to 2A2. Sorry for inconvenience. So coefficient of x to the power n will be 2n minus 1 CR, x to the power n minus r, n is 2n minus 1 minus r. So 2n minus 1 minus r is equal to n. So n will be left, will cancel, n equal to r plus 1 and n minus 1 is equal to r. So we get a1 is equal to a2. Example, so a1 is equal to a2. Option B is correct. Example 4. 32 to the power 33 is divided by 34, then leaves a remainder 3k plus 5, then the value of k is. It's a good problem again. So this can be written as 2 to the power 165 is 2 to the power 5 whole to the power 33, 5 3 is 15, 265. This can be written as 2 into 16 to the power 41. This is 2, 17 minus 1 to the power 41. So we get, this is, when we do binomial expansion, what we get is 2, 41c, 0, 17 to the power 41 and so on. So last term will be minus 41c 41 into 1. So every term contains 17. Every term contains 17 and multiplied by 2 is 34. Every term contains 34 except last one. So this will be 34k minus 1, while right is minus 34 plus 32. Why? Because 2 into minus 1 is 2, minus 34 plus 2. So this is divisible by 34, 32 is the remainder. So every term contains 34 except the last one. Last one is minus 2. So 34k minus 34 plus 32 will give you minus 2. So minus 2 is given. So 32 is the remainder. So 32 is the remainder. So when 32, so remainder is equal to 32. When remainder is equal to 32 means 3k plus 5 is equal to 32. What can be the possible value of k then? So 32 minus 5. 32 minus 5 will give you 32 minus 5 will give you 27. So 27 is equal to 3k. So k equal to 9. 9 3 is a 27. So k equal to 9 is the correct answer. So you wrote 2 to the power 5. What the hint behind this is that you have to bring into multiple of 34. So this can be written as 2 to the power 5 to the power 33 to the power 165, 2 into 16 to the power 41, 2 into 17 minus 1 whole to the power 41. So keep on writing binomial series. Every term will contain 34 except the last one. So this will be in a form of 34k. Minus 2 will be left over, can be written as minus 34 plus 32. So we'll give you how much? 32 is the remainder because this is divisible by 34. So 32 minus 5 is equal to 27 equal to 3k. So k equal to 9. So option C is correct. A value of r for which 69 C3r minus 1 minus 69 3r square is equal to 69 3r square minus 1. So what we do is we rearrange 69 3r minus 1 plus 69 3r equal to 69 c r square minus 1 plus 69 CR square. Here we use the concept NCR plus NCR minus 1 equal to N plus 1 CR. We use this concept. So NCR, this is the formula we'll be using. So we get 69 3R minus 169 3R will give you 70 C 3R. Here also 70 C R square. So this we'll get it. Another formula we'll be using, I am writing here. Next page I'll write. Please write down this. NCR plus NCR minus 1 is equal to N plus 1 CR. So using that we get 70 C3R equal to 70 CR square. So what we got? 70 C R square is equal to 70 C 3R. Again we know NCR is same as NC N minus R. So we write at 70 C 70 minus 3R is equal to 70 C R square. So R square plus 3R minus 10 is equal to 0. So this will be R minus 5, R plus 5 into R minus 2 equal to 0. From this we get R is equal to 2. Three R square, 70 minus 3R, just a minute, 73 R square plus 3R is equal to 70. Or we can write this as 70 CR square is equal to 70, 10 minus 3R. This is also correct. R square, 3R square minus 10. Factors will be, let me check it. So this will give you minus 10, R equal to 5 and R is equal to 2. R equal to 2 means 70 C4. This is 70. This is a mistake. So what are the factors will come? This will come 7 into 10. So this factor will be 10. This is 7. Sorry for that. So R is equal to 7. Or you get R square is equal to 3R. We get R equal to 3. R equal to 7 or R is equal to 3. So R equal to 7 is not valid. R equal to 8 is not possible. So R equal to 3 is possible. So option C is correct. I repeat once again. We use the two formulas. NCR plus NCR minus 1 is equal to N plus 1 CR. This is the one formula we used. Another we used NCR is equal to NC N minus R. Little error. I wrote 10 in place of 70. So it must be 70. Therefore, R equal to 3 is correct. Example 6. Third term from the end of this expansion. So the expansion is given as minus 3 by x square plus x to the power minus 2 by 3 whole to the power 8. So third term, she is asking third term, third term from the end of this expansion. So T3 is 2 plus 1. Third term, not end, the third term in this expansion. So third term this expansion will be T3, which is equal to T2 plus 1. So T2 plus 1 is nothing but 8C2 minus 3 by x square to the power 8 minus 2 into x to the power minus 2 by 3 whole to the power square. A simple question. This is 8c2 into minus 3 to the power 6 into x to the power, this is already 2, this is 6, x to the power minus 12, and this is x to the power, this is x to the power minus 4 by 3. Option C will come. Just you have to evaluate 8c2 minus 3 to the power 6 and x to the power minus 12 and s to the power minus 4 by 3. So option C is correct. Example 7. N is an odd natural number greater than 1, then number of zeros at the end of sum of 99 to the power 9. So 99 can be written as 1 plus 99 can be written as 100 minus 1 to the power n. So this can again be written as 1 plus within the bracket NC0 100 to the power n minus NC1 100 to the power n minus 1 and so on minus NCN. Because n is odd, as n is odd, so 100 you can take out. So if I take 100 out from this one, because n is odd, so we can write this as NC0 1 plus 100 is taken out, we get NC0 100 to the power n minus 1 minus NC1 100 to the power n minus 2 and so on minus NCn minus 2, you get 100 plus NC n minus 1, this will come here. So this is minus 1 and plus 1 will cancel. This minus 1 and plus 1 will cancel. So what we see, 2 zeros are there. 2 zeros are there in each and every case. So n is then the number of zeros at the end of the sum will be 2 zeros will be there. Because this value is 1. So 1 into 100. So this minus 1 and plus 1 will cancel. C is correct. Example 8. The coefficient of x to the power 6, simple one. So when you get x to the power 6, x to the power 6 you will get it, coefficient, when you will get the term x is multiplied with x to the power 5, these two. So we get 1 by 1 factorial into 1 by 5 factorial plus. Similarly 2 is multiplied with 4, you get 1 by 2 factorial into 1 by 4 factorial plus. Next 3 is multiplied 2 times, so 1 by 3 factorial into 1 by 3 factorial. So you understood this one. Whenever you square it up, because you are writing a plus b plus c plus d plus c, so this terms will come. X is multiplied with x to the power 5, x square is multiplied with x to the power 4, x cube is multiplied 2 times. So 1 by 5 and factorial, 4 and 2 will come. Again 2 and 4 will come. Again 5 factorial and 1 factorial will come. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms will be there. This is nothing but I multiply divide by 6 factorial. This is 1 by 6 factorial. So we get 6 factorial by 1 factorial into 5 factorial plus 6 factorial by, we write 2 factorial and 4 factorial and so on. Last one will be again 6 factorial by 1 factorial and 5 factorial. This can again be written as 1 by 6 factorial. This is 6c1 plus 6c2 plus 6c3 plus 6c4 plus 6c5. So 1 by 6 factorial, 6c1, 6c2, 6c3, 6c4, 6c5. It's a simple one. A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F. We are squaring it. We get the same thing. Now, next step is, this can again be written as 1 by 6 factorial into 2 to the power 6 minus 2, which is equal to 31 by 360. Option C is correct. Option C, 31 by 360. Example 9. Coefficient of x to the power 2009 in 1 plus x square plus x cube plus x to the power 4 into 1 minus x to the power 112. Simple rearrangement. We see the bracket 1 plus x square, x cube, x to the power 4. So this can again be written as, if I multiply divide by 1 plus x square plus x cube plus x to the power 4. Within the bracket I multiply by 1 minus x and divide by 1 minus x whole to the power 1001 into 1 minus x to the power 1002. So this will give you 1 minus x to the power 1 minus x is left over, and this is 1 minus x to the power 5 to the power 1001. So powers of x will be in 5m way or 5m plus 1. You can check. X to the power 5, all will be in power of 5. So when you multiply with 1, all will be in power of 5. When you multiply with the x, with all expansion, it will be 5m plus 1. So we won't get any coefficient of x to the power 2009. So neither 5m or 5m plus 1. So option 0. Either you will get power of 5m or you get 5m plus 1 power. 5m when you get, you multiply with 1, and with x it becomes 5m plus 1. So there is no coefficient of x to the power 2009. So option A is correct. Example 10. Aij be the coefficient of Ai, Bj, C 2001, 2010 minus I minus j in the expansion A plus B plus 1 to Z. Then what is asking? So Aij will give you 2010 factorial divided by I factorial, j factorial, and 2010 minus I minus j factorial. Suppose if I write ji, this is also 2010 factorial divided by j factorial, I factorial, and 2010 minus j minus I factorial. A simple question. So what we find is Aij is same as Jai. So both are same. So option B is correct. Whenever three terms are a plus b plus c is given to the power n is given, n factorial by, so number of terms of a power of a factorial, power of b factorial, and remaining c, n minus remaining factorials of remaining powers of a and b. So we write 2010 factorial by I factorial, j factorial, and n minus I factorial minus j factorial. This is a formula, please you can remember when three terms are given to you. So option B is correct. 11. 2000 C2, 2000 C5, 2000 C8, 2000 this one. If you observe very carefully, this question is taken as 1 plus x to the power 2000. The expansion is 2000 C0. I'll write 2000 C1 x and so on 2000 C 2000 x to the power 2000. Now we substitute x equal to 1 omega square and we add it up. When we substitute 1, so what we get? We get x equal to 1. If you substitute, you get 2000 C0 plus 2000 C1 and so on. Last term will be 2000 C 2000. Similarly, if I substitute omega, so 2000 C0 plus 2000 C1 omega plus 2000 C2 omega square and so on 2000 C 2000 omega to the power 2000. Next we'll substitute 2000 C0 plus 2000 C1 omega square and so on. If I add all the three, what we get is 3 times 2000 C0, 1 plus omega square is 0. 1 plus omega plus omega square equal to 0. Using that result, we get 2000 C. This will give you 2000 C2, 2000 C5 and so on. So this is nothing but, if we do in the case of 1 plus x, so x equal to 1, we get 2 to the power n, we get 2 to the power 2000, to the power 2000. Next, when we put 1 plus omega, which will give you omega to the power 2000, that will give you finally minus 1 when you add it up. So final value will be, if you divide by 3, 2 to the power 2000 minus 1 by 3 will come. So option D is correct. So I'll repeat once again. In this problem, first you put x equal to 1 and put x equal to omega and x equal to omega square. In the expansion, 1 plus x to the power n, you put x equal to 1, then x equal to omega and x equal to omega square and add all the 3. So we also use 1 plus omega square is equal to 0. Using that concept, we'll get the D option. 12. Sum of rational terms of this expansion. It's very interesting, and they ask this question. What is general term? TR plus 1 is equal to 10 CR. This is 10 CR and 2 to the power 10 minus R by 2 and 3 to the power R by 5. So 10 minus R by 2 and R by 5 must be integers. So 10 minus R by 2 and R by 5 must be integers. Must be integers. 10 minus R. There are only two rational numbers are possible. So what are those? Suppose I put R is equal to 5. So which is not possible. If you put R is equal to 10. So 10 by 5 is 2 is possible. 10 minus 10 will give you 0. That is again possible. So what are the possibles? Possible value is 10C 0, root 2 to the power. If you put R equal to 0, you get root 2 to the power 10. This is one possibility into 3 to the power 1 by 5. This is nothing but 0. This is one possibility, plus another is 10C 10 and root 2 to the power 0 and 3 to the power 2. So these two are possible. When you add it up, it comes out to be 41. Option A is correct. R equal to 10 or R equal to 0. Both possibilities are there. Example 13. The value of R such that 100 CR 1 by 10 minus R 20 is a rational number. So you can use by direct verification. So 84 will satisfy. So direct verification problem 100 C84. You can take 1 by 5 to the power 8. 100 minus 84 will give you 16. So this is 1 by 2 to the power 6 to the power 84. So only by verification you can say 85 won't satisfy, 86 won't satisfy, 42 won't satisfy. Direct verification R is equal to 84 will satisfy. So option A is correct. 14 is a previous problem also. They were asked in J Advance also. NCN. Here also we use the concept NCR equal to NC n minus R. That is the concept used. So this we write as Tn. Tn can be written as summation R equal to 0 to n. This R can be written as n minus n minus R by NC n minus R. So this can again be written as summation R equal to 0 to n by NC n minus R minus summation R equal to 0 to n minus R by NC n minus R. So this is nothing but again Tn. This is nothing but Tn because R by NCR, This r by NCR is nothing but n minus r, Cn minus r. Sorry, n minus r, I'll write n minus r by Cn minus r. NC, n minus r. Both are same. So because NCR is same as NC, n minus r. So from this we get 2Tn is equal to n times Sn. So they are asking the Tn by Sn is equal to n by 2. So n by 2, option A is correct. So this question is repeated. It's a repeated question. This is a repeated question. So I am doing instead of another problem. 2020 they have asked in JEE Mains. Find coefficient of x to the power 4 in 1 plus x square to the power 10. So in this problem what we do is we multiply by 1 minus x into 1 plus x square to the power 10 divided by 1 minus x. When we do this, we get 1 minus x cube to the power 10 into 1 minus x to the power minus 10. So we want coefficient of x to the power 4. I write once again here 1 minus x cube to the power 10 into 1 minus x to the power minus 10. So we get 10c0 minus 10c1 x cube. Further we don't require. Here we get 1 plus 10x plus 10 into 11 by 2x square plus 10 into 11 into 12 by 3 factorial into x cube plus 10 into 11 into 12 into 13 by 4 factorial into x to the power 4. Further we don't require. So this will be multiplied with, this term is multiplied with this one. So we get, so 10c0, 10 into 11 into 12 into 13 by 4 factorial. Next, minus x cube x1 will multiply this one, we get minus 100. So finally, we get 615. This was previous JEE Mains problem. 4 3s are 12. This 12 will be cancelled and this will become 5. You get 715 minus 100 will give you 615. Very simple questions they ask in binomial. They never ask a tough question. So whatever the synopsis we did, that is sufficient. Only they ask the general terms. And please write very carefully and learn the expansion when power is negative. Power is negative, as well as 1 minus x to the power minus n, 1 plus x to the power n, those expansion, then it will be very helpful to you. So this was repeated question. So thank you, and we'll meet again in the next topic. I hope you have understood the binomial and go through synopsis very carefully. Don't do the tough problems. Normally binomial you have to do